Guildworse Reforged just came out, so I thought I'll give it a go after it has been with me my entire life. But there is a little problem. You see, Ascalon is under siege. Bloodthirsty, fire-loving Char are all around the city. This day will be a historic day for the history of whole Ascalon, the event known as the Searing. You see, under pressure from Char, King Underburn said,
"Go forth and recruit the strongest, the smartest, bravest in all of Ascalon."
But the heroes he wanted were gone for 20 years now. But the king's call was not unanswered. John Guildworse came to save the day. See, he was not the heroes from 20 years of the game's release. After all, his surname is Guildworse. But he had something that was the most important in the whole journey. Spirit. That is a very strong alcohol, not an actual courage. To begin his quest, he had to find someone to lead. And Sir Titus proved to be just the person. He straight away gave him a quest to meet a hot ranger girl. Her temperature was exactly 37.5 Celsius, which is a lot for a man. John didn't stutter more than for 5 minutes. She told him to kill a couple of animals, and without thinking he straight away took a bow and started hunting. And oh my god, hunt he did. He hunted left and right and left until no animal was left. He killed the queen of those lizard things, then ecstatically started dancing like a madman he is. Those irrefusable moves would certainly grant him the Flue Princess of the Woods. Her favor, her hand, and her headband. Rangers wear headbands. John, proud of his murderous movements, WM, came to beg for his reward. "Hey there, sick sugar, my ill love. Wanna hang out later?" John asked. But having used him for hunting, the woman refused to elaborate further and left. John was furious. Not only did he check stashes for random wands, but he also used /bonus for the most OP bow in pre-searing. He also continued hunting and learned a couple of tricks. He learned that some enemies can shoot for a certain range, but he has a longer range. Probably name Ranger comes from the range actually, but he also gained experience the hard way. You see, if you attack an innocent bird and run crying to a guard asking for help, they will do nothing about it. Get ready to get peeked. What's going on, you yellow cowards? You can't fly? Well, I can. But worry not, cause if you're attacked by a bandit or an actual wolf, then guards are more than happy to help you defend yourself. So the guards in this game actually make sense. Ow, 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 ow. Anyways, John Guildworse needed to learn no matter hot ranger or not, and he went to ask for help. Now the guy sent him to another girl, but this time she had a hammer. And another task for him to go somewhere else, and there was this village boy who wanted some bug eggs or something. Kids these days, right? So then John went to a monk, because that's where he was meant to go, and the monk told him that, oh no, there is something going on and you have to bring a message to Sir Titus for some reason. John just did that. And off we went to Sir Titus, who said, oh hi John. But before he could send him to a third hot girl, John had enough. I'm going full Red Bull, sir, John said, and picked a warrior second class as a ranger. Well, without further ado, he went out to ask for help and directions on where to go. It turned out that the warrior guy is 30 kilometers away, not actually, but quite a big long walking distance. So here is sped up him running there. Oh, a bull. That'll be a nice meat. I'll shut you right in between of those eyes. 1 damage? Bye. So brave Sir John bravely ran away. Ran away he did. Until he didn't, because Groll just stopped him on his way and started poking arrows in his arse. Well, I guess, said John, I'll have to deal with you first and go to the warrior guy later. So they started exchanging their toothpicks until Groll got tired and went to sleep. forever. Anyways, John Guildworse, or should I say John the Runner, kept doing what he does the best, moving those little feet. Please don't clip that. And at last, he visited War Master Grast, and the War Master said, "Hey John, I heard you're good at running. Well then, go and run to some rules, and could you please bring me their heads? Also, be fast." So yeah, John started running and then started shooting his bow. He's basically a mounted horseman archer without a horse, but he's still an archer because he's John. John Guildworse. Worse than a mounted archer, but still runs and still shoots. Yeah, and speaking of running, he now has to get back. He's running so fast, my editing software can't follow him. Perhaps 700% speed was a mistake. Anyways, War Master Grast says, "Good job, boy, here's your medal." "Master Grast," John asked, "what am I supposed to do?" "Well, I don't care, just go and shoot something, I guess," Master Grast said. "You'll never be a real lawyer." Disappointed that even the Red Pill community refused to let him in, John went to do what he does the best. He hunted lizards. But see, hunting those lizards wasn't a wasted time. He improved his aim and knew when to shoot to make enemies hurt more. And after a while, he came to a conclusion that he doesn't care about Red Pill warriors or the cute rangers. He's going to become a Master Ranger himself. If you can't beat them, join them, am I right? So he wanted to visit the best out of all the rangers there is, and on his way, obviously, he hunted animals. He hunted some carrion devourers and all the weird stuff on his road, but he was pretty good at it. So he thought he might share his knowledge with the Master Ranger. However, upon his arrival, he was humbled immediately. That was a nice shot. Anyways, Master Ranger gave him a task. Yeah, you know these dangerous animals, the cat things, right? Yeah, I'll make you Master Ranger if you bring me one. John asked, "Am I supposed to shoot it in the head or in torso?" Master Ranger smiled and said, "No, bring me one alive and pet it." So John went under the rock to see the beasts themselves, Melandrus stalkers. He cleared his way of carrion devourers and all the animals on his way, and then went to her shrine. Having prayed to her, he unleashed the Pandora box of the fairies, the felines, she just made these stalkers appear. Now he couldn't find them because they were pretty sneaky, but after a while he knew where to search. Target, located, initiating, petting protocols. He used the magic of catnip and belly rubs, and despite the initial fight back and pushback of the Melandrus stalker, in the end, catnip always wins. Meow. So now John not only had the fire imp, which I forgot to mention for some reason, from the bonus command that gave him the overpowered bow, but he also had a feline friend ready to scratch everyone and everything, including his home furniture. He returned to Master Ranger, and Master Ranger was clearly surprised. "Wow, you actually brought that thing here? Okay, take it away. You are Master Ranger, just go away." So John went to a grocery store to buy some eggs for scrambled eggs, and after that, off he went, searching for another adventure. He sought rest at Fort Rannick, as it was the closest civilization to where he was. He had a couple of encounters with wildlife and also criminals, but that wasn't a big deal for a Master Ranger with a pet stalker on his right and a cheap imp on his left. And as always, he could trust his spirit. After all, additional percentages always appreciated. So proudly, and not necessarily soberly, he kicked their buttocks, and so he went to Vertranig to rest. And you, my dear listener, drop a like to this video and sub to the channel if you'd like to see more of John Guildworse. Let me know in the comments if that is the format you're interested in. Not so many Let's Plays anymore, especially not from Guildworse, but let's be honest, we're all here old and just want some old memories. This was Paragorn speaking. Long live the Ascalon.